The Division Resurgence is one of the first Ubisoft games to come to mobile phones, and having received early access to try it out, I was surprised to see that it's actually kind of good. One way to make your game time better is by customizing your settings. The first thing we recommend is pairing a controller with your device, be that an attachment like the Backbone, which our tech team recommends, or simply pairing a Bluetooth controller like the Xbox controller or PlayStation 5 DualSense. To do this, go to Settings, Bluetooth, and then press the pairing button on your controller. They should sync up and pair with each other. The Backbone should pair automatically once you've attached your iPhone. Some other devices similar to the Backbone may require Bluetooth pairing, which would follow the same method as pairing a controller. To pair a controller, go to Settings, Bluetooth, and then press the pairing button on your controller. The Xbox controller sync button, for example, is located at the top, so press that once you're in the Bluetooth settings on your mobile device and then connect to the Xbox controller. It should be good to go. The PlayStation DualSense controller pairing is similar, but you'll need to press two buttons. The Share button and the PlayStation button will need to be pressed at the same time to pair to your device. If you're not seeing it, try toggling your Bluetooth off and then back on again. The DualSense should appear under Other Devices. Believe it or not, you can even play with a keyboard and mouse. You'll need a USB-C adapter to do this. We'll be using the RSH Tech 8K HDMI adapter to output to a television at 4K 60Hz, and also connect our keyboard and mouse to the game. To connect a keyboard and mouse, first plug in your USB-C dongle, then plug in your keyboard and mouse to the device. To get the mouse working, go to Settings, Accessibility, Touch, Assistive Touch, and turn it to On. In the Assistive Touch settings, be sure that Perform Touch Gestures is turned off. While playing on the go is great, you can use a USB-C adapter on your iPhone or iPad to easily output to your television. Using our RSH Tech HDMI adapter, you need to simply plug it into your iPhone and then run an HDMI from the adapter to your television. Your iPhone should automatically display your television at the best resolution possible. In-game settings. Now that you've set the peripheral of your choice the way that you like, it's time to get gaming. Division Resurgence has several graphical settings, including a low, medium, high, or very high setting. To change your in-game settings, click on the bird icon in the top right corner of the screen and then click on Settings. Graphic settings are found under the picture icon. There you can adjust basic settings, which include graphics, low, medium, high, or very high setting, resolution, standard, medium, or high setting, frame rate, standard, medium, or high setting. What's available to you will adjust based on what you select for your graphics, so that's a good starting point. Below the basic settings, there are advanced settings, which include shadow quality, low, medium, high, SFX quality, low, medium, high, very high, bloom, on or off, anti-aliasing, on or off, volumetric lighting, on or off, dynamic resolution, on or off, and shoulder aim depth of field, on or off. If all of those options are a bit unfamiliar to you, it's very easy to just stick with basic settings and set things where you prefer. I recommend graphics are set to high, resolution set to standard, and frame rate set to medium, especially if you're playing on your mobile device. This seems to give you the best of all worlds, offering a frame rate of around 45 frames per second and somewhat decent visuals. If the lower frame rate of 30 frames per second doesn't bother you, the second option I'd recommend is to crank up the graphics to very high. Visually, the game looks surprisingly good, but you are warned that running these settings could cause the game to freeze or cause overheating. While we didn't experience that during our tests, with further testing we'll update as needed. For advanced options, the two that should always remain on are dynamic resolution, as it'll automatically adjust your native resolution to keep the most stable frame rate possible, and anti-aliasing, which will smooth out the jagged edges in the game. Shadow quality, bloom, volumetric lighting, and shoulder aim depth of field can optionally be turned off to save battery life or reduce overheating issues, but if you're plugged in, there's no reason to reduce the visual quality unless necessary. The Division Resurgence is in early access right now, but this first look has my interest peaked. Granted, our settings recommendations may change. If you want to hit the ground running, this will be a good starting point. For more on all things Division Resurgence, keep it right here at IGN.